Hey folks, Randy here doing cut and trim. So something's been on my mind and wanted to share it with you folks. So hopefully it'll be beneficial to you. But a thought has been going over and over in my head and I can't get it out, so I'll just talk about it. And that's the idea that, and I don't know, I might be wrong about this, I don't know. But I think we should be striving to build the life we want, not the business we want. This kind of came like pretty clear to me over the last couple of months. As a lot of you guys know, I'm a father to a special needs kid, and I'm very, very involved in my son's life. I attend the bulk of his medical appointments, all of his school appointments, like all the IEPs and school meetings, everything like that. And that's not really something I was able to do when I worked for somebody else. But when I built my business, I built it in such a way that I could live the life that I wanted to live the way I wanted to live it. I think a lot of guys, they kind of get caught up trying to build a big business and trying to make as much money as they can so that they, in theory, I guess eventually can live the life that they want to live. But I think they end up missing out on a lot of the life that they could have lived just because they were working so darn much. And so I really think it's really worth thinking about, like, trying to build a life that you're happy with, a life where you'll be happy, as opposed to trying to make a business that's just going to explode and go through the roof, and I don't know, whatever other, fun terminology you want to use. It's kind of in line with what I'm saying. Part of my son's special needs is there's a physical component to it, and he gets seizures. And one of the things I did when I was structuring my business and how everything works is I made sure that my routes were set in such a way that if he had a seizure at school, I'm never more than 10 minutes away from his school. There's a twice a week for maybe about 30 minutes. I'm outside of that, 10-15 minute radius. But the rest of the time, I am very close to my son's school, so that when he has a seizure, or if, I should say, if he has a seizure, I can go pick him up. Yeah, my wife's available too, but, we have another kid, and so if she's dealing with the baby or something's going on there, I'm able to be there for him. And that's happened a couple times. Actually, Bill with Billy Goat got to experience it a couple of months ago, where we were on a job, and my son's school called, said he had a seizure, said that they'd had to call the ambulance, and the ambulance was on the way. And I was able to get to get up there to the school, and was able to assess my son myself, and he was actually able to just come home as opposed to going to the hospital, which if I hadn't been able to get to him in time, he would have ended up having to be transported to the hospital, which is not a fun circumstance, and then he would have been in the hospital by himself, which would have led to a lot of, they probably would have had to strap him down, which he would not had to deal with if I'm with him, and just, there's a whole lot of things that are avoided, but it's because I took the steps ahead of time to build the life that I wanted. I want to be the guy that takes care of his son. I want to be the guy that's there for my son and there for my wife and there for my family. And so I've created a situation for myself where I can be there for the people I love while still making oodles of money. But, that's just something that's been on my mind. And something I think that's worth considering, in your own life is, are you building the business you want or the life you want? And make sure those things line up. Make sure that you're actually getting to live the life that you want and to be the person you want to be, and that your business isn't getting in the way of that. So I don't know, that's been on my mind, and figured I would give it an outlet. So this is Randy with Dolan Cut and Trim. Have a good one.